All right, Matt, so we already got through 13 predictions for UFC Auckland. You can find those here on the channel. But, Matt, as always, we look in different spots. We lift up rocks. We look to see if there's snakes or maybe a little anthill under there. And sometimes your little anthill comes in the way.
I like how you turned into Dr. Seuss to begin this.
It comes into Bellator 239, 240, and Dublin because Bellator does things a little bit weird. We have 54 fights in less than 24 hours split between the UFC and 3 Bellator cards. And listen, the first fight on your main card, Bellator 239, is a really fun one at 265 pounds. You have Javy Ayala, eye candy, taking on the Russian Valentin Moldavsky. And it's a really fun fight because Moldavsky is one of those guys that trains out of Stary, Oskol. He's a Ukrainian native. And, you know, as far as Sambo is concerned, and combat Sambo, a lot of your world champions are coming out of Russia and Ukraine. Valentin Moldavsky, one of those guys, a combat Sambo champion in 2018, European Championships, World Championships in Athens, Greece. He utilizes that wrestling, grappling, and strength to just beat guys by brute force. The only guy that he's lost to in his young career is Amir Ali Akbari, the former champ over at ACB, ACA, and really he lost in the Grand Prix, or went on to lose off of the win over Moldavsky against Mirko Krokop. So really, that really bolsters the case that Valentin Moldavsky is one of those top talents in the 265-pound weight class. And finally, he gets a very tough test. I mean, he did beat Linton Vassell in his last time out. It was a great decision win for him. But he's taken on a proven vet in Javy Ayala, a guy that's knocked out Sergey Haratonov in under 20 seconds, a guy that knocked out Frank Mir, knocked the teeth off the bone that holds him in his mouth. So some crazy stuff from Ayala, but we haven't seen him since the end of 2018. He's been off for a long time. Matt, what can you tell us about this one?
Javy Ayala is kind of slowly falling into that Land of Anata category, I feel like, where we keep on bringing up that one really good performance from his career. And I know he did get that win over Frank Mir, but Frank Mir wasn't really in that fight at any point. He tapped out due to strikes. He's making a lot of questionable decisions. And he'd been off for a really long time before that fight, so I just don't know how much stock we can take from the Frank Mir fight. And for Moldavsky, I mean, you really set it up perfectly. He's not really going to outgrind Javy Ayala, but that's kind of what he's going to do. And if he can get past that first 2-3 minutes, it's going to be a pretty easy fight for him, I do think. Just due to the fact that he has such a good grappling background that Javy Ayala doesn't share. And unless Ayala can land, like he did with Karatanov, some big shot in that first 30 seconds, minute and a half, I feel like Moldavsky's just going to run away with this fight.
Yeah, to really put a bow on this, I mean, we look over at the odds, and sometimes I don't like the way Bellator odds are set up. They don't make any sense. Odds makers just either don't understand it or they don't put enough thought into it. Moldavsky's a minus 675 favorite, Javy Ayala plus 450, and over on Tapology at 271 votes, 89% going with Moldavsky to win, 61% predicting a knockout. I could see that happen. I could see it happen easily. It's just there's such a disparity in the odds that if you're of the mindset that you're going to wager on this one, why not throw a little bit of cheddar over at Javy Ayala? I mean, there's more than a good chance that he could land a heavy shot early, unless Moldavsky grinds him out and gets a decision win, which ultimately I think will probably be the
result. If Roy Nelson can out-wrestle you, then Moldavsky definitely can.
So that's Matt's thoughts. But hey, as far as this weekend, we've got UFC Auckland predictions. We've got Bellator predictions. You can find them over there. You're not going to want to miss the rest of the week that is with Fight Night Picks. And as we always say, Matt, let's get into it.